Hi everyone and welcome, it's Paweł from ai-coustics, and today I would like to give you a walkthrough to our new developer platform. However, before we move on to the new developer platform itself, let's have a look at our landing page and understand better how ai-coustics works. So generally, you would like to use ai-coustics if you are building a voice-driven app. It can be a voice AI agent app, or maybe note-taker app, or who knows, maybe even a voice-controlled robot. These kind of applications tend to fail in challenging environments, like for example, a lot of speakers around you, some traffic noise. What ai-coustics does is, as you can see, we are located right after the user input audio. It can be pre-recorded one or real-time streaming, for example, from your microphone. So what we do is we remove the background noises, enhance the audio to make it more intelligible for the machine. In this case, it can be, for example, speech-to-text model or large language model, as well as handle the voice activity detection. With this, we can actually move on to our platform. There is also one more new thing that you can right now log in or sign up with your GitHub handle. However, remember that we don't accept any private emails, so it should be either a custom one or preferably your company email. Okay, once you are in, you can just generate the SDK key. So this is the very first thing that welcomes you in our developer platform. You can just click create new SDK key, give it some number, click create, copy the SDK key and use it in your app. And if you are wondering how to integrate it, you can just click here to see the SDK overview, as well as worth mentioning is the intelligent assistant that we have here on the right side, so you can ask it whatever you want about our documentation, or just simply pick one of the most popular programming languages integrations, for example, Python, JavaScript, Rust, C, C++. Next is SDK Playground. It works almost the same as before, so you can still upload your own file or select the sample file. However, we have much more info in this case. So what it does is just uploads the file, loads the Quail Voice Focus 2.1 at the moment of recording this video, removing the background noises and then transcribing it. We are actually using Sony's speech-to-text model, but you can connect it to whatever you want. And as you can see, this is actually a perfect scenario because we have word error rate down by 100%. And if you don't know what is word error rate, you can just click here and you can read our blog post about it. But basically, it's about the substitutions, deletions, and insertions. So in other words, how accurate your transcription is. We can just listen to the raw audio.
Yes. No.
And as you can probably hear and also see from the spectrogram, there are a lot of background noises and also speakers, and that's also what was picked up by the speech-to-text model. However, our reference transcript or the ground truth only focuses on the foreground speakers, so yes, no, yes. And let's look at the enhanced one.
Yes. No.
So as you can see and hear, the background noises were completely removed. Also, you can compare the voice activity detection. The raw one is powered by the Celera, and here on the right is Quail Voice Focus VAD, and as you can see, it's much more detailed, as well as the enhanced transcript. One more thing worth mentioning is that you can also set different enhancement levels here directly in the playground. As remember that it's all about acoustics, so sometimes higher levels may be better, sometimes lower. However, remember that the higher enhancement levels may lead to increased deletions in the ambiguous environments. Let's give it a try. Once you change it, you will be prompted to just rerun the analysis on the same audio file, and you will see the results instantly. Yeah, so just like I thought, as you can see, the results are the same, but still feel free to play around with it. Last but not least, we are also introducing a new SDK usage page to help you measure your SDK usage. So as you can see here in the plans, we have currently few different setups with different minute bundles. And based on this, you can quickly check up on your usage here on this page. What's more, you can also narrow it down for your billing period. For example, right now I have like the last 30 days, so you can see the overall total usage, but I can just narrow it down to, for example, I don't know, 12th of April till 23rd of April, and as you can see, it's 14 minutes. Additionally, there's also breakdown by model, top model, active models, and average daily usage. So with this, we are wrapping up the new ai-coustics developer platform experience. Just take it, play around with it, and we hope that you will build something cool and useful with it. See you next time.